Hi, everybody, and welcome to Fortunate Creations. I'm Kim, and this is a channel where we talk about everything to do with crafting. So if you like crafting or being creative, stick around. I think you're going to like it here. This is an episode of Coffee with Kim, and much to my dismay, I forgot my coffee cup, but I have a spare. It doesn't say be creative, but my shirt does, so we're good. So as most of you know, this is a quick catch up today because my daughter is in active labor right now. So she could be having my first grandson any second. But since things are going slow, I figured I'd come home, let the dog out, maybe take a nap because I've been up all night. So while she's resting, I'm resting, and then I'll head back over in a bit. It's been a slow go of it, much to her dismay, I'm sure. But while I was there, I've been working on this. So what the heck is this? This is my 10th project from my book I got at a craft store, which, as you all know by now, is Crochet Projects and Patterns. So as I was sitting in the waiting room with my feet up, crocheting. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 3 more tentacles to do, and then he'll be assembled as my little octopus. So that's what I was doing while I was waiting. I actually tried to use a different book, the one that I found that was my mom's, but I found that I didn't have the concentration to learn new stitches. So I figured I would put that one off until all the chaos of becoming a grandmother kind of slows down a little bit. I'm extremely worried about my daughter just because I'm a mom and that's how I roll. So I couldn't concentrate on anything else. So I figured I'd go with stitches that I knew. These are just single crochets. These are just trebles, which is kind of cute. So I'm working on him. I'm not quite sure what I'll do to change him, but he is adorable. So I'll finish it and then I will, sorry, I'm looking at my hair. It's been a long day, so I apologize for this. But I think you'll all forgive me a little bit. It's just been one of those days. So I get up to the mailbox and there's a package in there. Now, I did tell you all that I had grounded myself from eBay until I got all my packages. In my defense, I haven't bought anything new. Excuse me, or bid on anything new. I was looking, but I got another one of my auctions. Like I said, I don't really know how many I bid on or won because I kind of, that day I was so excited I just kept clicking. So this might be one of my favorite groups of books that I just got because every single one of them is just crochet. And every single one of them has some really cool projects in it. So this one is Hip to Be Square, Totes and Bags, a fun crochet concept by Melissa Leapman. And excuse me, it was $10 in 2001. And there's about the author and stuff like that. I look at this bag. I love it. So I am going to have plenty of projects to keep me busy. How many does this one have? This one has, oh, I love that. So 1, the one on the cover, 2, 3. Now, is that lined? It is lined. 3. No, what is this? 4. A ruffled clutch. It's project number 4. Number 5, a drawstring tote. I think I may have just made 1 or 2 of those. I love the patterns on it, though. I'm definitely going to have to try this. Okay. Oh, and the stitch gallery. So that's pretty neat. All the different stitches and patterns that you're learning in this book. If you hear my voice cracking, you're right. I think I wore my voice out a little bit yesterday with the kiddos. It was a great day, but I needed to talk over them a few times. So my voice is a little strained, shall I say. All right, so that one's tote bags. And then this one, slippers and throws. This would really make a cute Christmas gift idea. So for every throw, they make a pair of slippers that matches it. And I think there's 10 projects in here. So that might be 5 sets, right? 5 sets of slippers and 5 throws. Let's see. Excuse me. This one's called a lap robe. Globetrotter, slippers, and throw. So it's hard to... Oh, all right. So the pictures are numbered. So this one's number 3. This one's number 1. Okay, so this one is the Globetrotter. Okay. And then number 2 is the Desert Sunset with the matching slippers. Number 3 is Dreamy Slippers and Throw. So where's the picture in number 3? Oh, that's the cover. Number 4, Leisure Time. Haha! I love brown and blue together. I really do. I like those colors. Those look like pretty easy granny squares. You please do excuse my yawning. I apologize. Soothing Slippers and Throw. Nice colors on that. It's like a burgundy. Can you tell? Sorry, the glare of the light. You can see my new ring light glaring on it. There we go. There you go. So yeah, it's 5 sets, so that makes 10 projects. That's going to be another fun one. So I really think I'm onto something as far as getting these books and making the projects from them. I'm finding that reading the patterns is getting much easier. Side note, there was one in the book this morning that threw me for a loop. Now, I don't know if it was because I had too much on my mind or I was too tired or whatever, but one of the stitches threw me, so I had to set it aside. What do we got here? Crocheted pillows. Crocheted pillows. 6 different ones? Yep. So there's 6 different pillows on here. Can you see? There we go. So it has all of the patterns for all 6 of those. I'm loving this. I have something to do for the rest of, I don't know, my life. What's this one? Crocheted edgings. I can't. Okay. What year is this from? It's got to be early 80s is my guess. 84. So 15 designs by Carol Rudder, and I'm assuming that's Carol. Yeah. So what you're doing, I believe, is taking something that's already made and you're putting edging on it. Another cool concept. Absolutely. Maybe I should have napped before I started talking to you guys. But I have a very small window because I've got to make sure I do everything, get everything done, and start this upload before Mr. Fortunate gets home in about 40 minutes. So here's some beautiful country pillows. That pattern reminds me of my grandma. This is from Target, so it's not that old. But it is originally published in 1988. How old is Target? Maybe it is actually 1988 from Target. Maybe Target is that old. All right, what do we got? Victorian Beauty. Oh my. See, I love them. Here, try this. There it is. Look at them. I'm not a huge fan of the flowers that stick up. Oh, look at the back. But I love these. If you're about to hear my cat hollering, I don't know why. Oh, look at that. I do love these. Like I said, I'm not a huge fan of the flowers that stick up, but I love those colors. Whoa. Whoa, directions. We're going to look at this on a night when I'm not too tired. Here we go. A is for apple. 8 different projects to crochet, including the alphabet. All right. So, well, that's cute. Their own blankets, the wall hangings, door hangers for the kiddos. Door hanging, baby organizer. Woo, that's a tough word. 3-block pillow, baby Afghan, the alphabet Afghan. That is really cute. I like that one. That's really cool. Yeah, I like that. And it has the patterns for the letters in here so that you can use them not only for the blanket, but like for the pillow and stuff like that they see. That's cool. That is neat. And then here's these 2. Oh, 3 more. Sorry, 3 more. We've got throw rugs. Now, I can make these and put them in my camper. I have a thing where I don't want people to walk on the floor of my camper because then it'll get worn out. So I put throw rugs down. That way when they get dirty, you can pull them up, throw them in the washer, put down other ones. So, this is from Max Hobbies and Crafts, 1994. We got a hexagon, a heart, a half circle, and a rectangle. And oh, look at that. This one wouldn't work for the camper, but this totally would. Oh, and this one totally would. I think the half circle might work right in front of the door or in the bathroom. Washcloths, dishcloths, and towels. 2 books of them. I don't know why I feel like I need so many washcloths, dishcloths, and towels, but I'm covered. So as you can see, I have another cool stash. I really am. I know I do have a very, it's not addictive. What's the word where I start to collect something and I can't just stop at a couple. I have to collect as many as I can get. And then later on, I'm like, what am I going to do with all these things? But right now, this is what I'm collecting. So I'm really enjoying these. Really having fun with them. And plus, it's the idea of having so many projects to do. I mean, you guys are just never going to get rid of me. I'm going to have all of these. Let's see. So we've got... We've got 15, 25, 49, 50, 74, 80, 88, 94, 114, 119, have 124 projects to do. And that's just these books. It doesn't even count finishing the ones that are in here. So I hope you guys are up for it. And in between all of that, I'm also going to be doing crafting projects, so it's not all crochet. This is just the easiest one to take with me wherever I go. A lot of my other crafting stuff I can't take with me. I want to tell you, so I can't remember if I told you, so I'm sorry if I already did, but we were stuck indoors for recess the day before yesterday. And the kids were just kind of not running amok, but they were just kind of playing with stuff, not really being all that creative. So when I heard the forecast for the second day, I was like, you know what? In case it rains, I'm going to have something planned for these kiddos to do for indoor recess. So I took all of my felt and my pipe cleaners, and I knew they already had their own glue sticks already on the table. And those little pom-poms that I got, so I put them all in a big bucket. And there's also recess, but there's also end of day productive play. So there were 2 different times that I had a chance to do this. So I told the kids earlier in the morning, I was like, okay, if we have indoor recess, I have something we can all do. And they were so excited. And I showed them, I made an example, which I left in the classroom. I just realized, but I had an example of the flowers and what they could make, a bird on a stick and this and that. And they were all like, yay, so excited. So turns out we ended up going outside for recess, which was, it's like a giant football field all gated in where they were just running. It was all of the kindergartners. And there's 4 classes of like 17. So I'm not doing the math. It was a lot of kids. And about 5 adults. So we kind of stationed ourselves. And the kids were like, play tag. And I'm like, okay, it's going to be freeze tag. And I'm going to freeze. So they went tag. And I'm like, okay, you run, I'll freeze. So they loved it. They laughed. They fell down. So then it turned into relay races where I just stood with my hands out. And they had to run in the first one. Which, hindsight, I was getting dirty looks from the teachers, I guess, because you're not supposed to, because they don't play. So just because they don't play, I guess I was supposed to stand at the end with them and just be grumpy. They all look grumpy. So tell me, Heinz, and kind of playing off of this, you tell me what you would think of this. So in the morning of the second day, I was coming out of the office and there was this woman walking down the hallway and she goes, oh, you're back. And I said, yeah, yesterday was my first day in a classroom by myself. She goes, yeah, I heard. And I was like, is that good or bad? I didn't say it to her, but in my head, I'm like, you heard what? Did you hear I did good? Did you hear I did bad? Did you hear I'm the new kid on the block? What did you hear? So in my head, I'm like, I don't think these ladies like me. Number 1, I don't care. Number 2, yeah, I really don't care. Because I am just having a blast with these kids. I mean, it's fun. These kids are great. It's fun. I know. Repeat and repeat. I keep repeating myself. Anyway, let's get back to, we got to go outside for recess. And so when we come back in, it's snack time. And then I think it was math. I don't know. I can't remember. The day's a blur. But anyway, for the last 40 minutes of the day, they have productive play. And I said to them, I said, since you've all been so good, which is a stretch. They weren't all so good. But I said, since you've all been so good, why don't we do the project that I had for you for recess? Why don't we do it now? Oh my goodness. I said, okay. So there's this big table. It's a half circle where they can all fit around it. And I can fit on the other side. I said, I'm going to sit on this side of the table and I'll put the items you all need in front of me and you come up and tell me what you'd like to make. a flower or a bird or a butterfly, and I will show you what you need to make them. And I will give you your supplies and send you back to your seats. And then I'll come around and I'll help you. So each one of them came up, it was pretty much, they got 3 pipe cleaners, a few different shapes of the felt. And I had cut, I don't know if I have anything near me. Yeah, here. I had cut some felt. I found some felt at like the Salvation Army or something, and they were ovals. So I cut them all in half, and I made these. This is not one I gave them because it's dirty, but I had made these into flower pots. So I showed them how they could make their flowers and stick them inside. So they all go back with their little flower pots with everything in it, and they're sitting at their desk and they're waiting. So I stood up at the front of the class and I said, okay, I'm going to show you all how to do it. I want you to try, and then I will come around and help you all. And this one girl, boom, I showed her once and she was making flowers, and I was like blown away. So she actually ended up helping a couple of the kids at her table. So that was pretty cool. And then there were a couple other ones that just kind of held up the pipe cleaner like, I don't know what to do with this. So I went around, everybody got to make their flowers or their butterfly or their dragonfly or whatever they wanted to do. And they all put them inside their little, and it just turned out to be the great way to end the day. They loved it. I said, here's your choice. You can take them with you. You can leave them here for your teacher, or you can just leave them on the desk to dry, and you can figure out tomorrow what you want to do with it. Most of the boys left them for the teacher. Most of the girls brought them home to their mom. So I thought that was, just a cool observation. But yeah, it's kind of neat. I want to give you a couple quotes. I wrote this down, and I want to, where is it? Here, I'll be right back. Let me get this. I have 2 Facebook pages. One is my personal one, and one is for Fortunate Creations. But I put this on my personal page, and I just want to read it to you because I thought of it in the middle of the night, and it cracks me up. Okay, so you ready? Things you say while teaching kindergarten. Number 1, no, we don't eat that. Number 2, please take the pencil out of your ear. Now, I'm telling you, these are things I said during the past 2 days. Okay. Number 3, we don't sit on other people's lunch. Yes, you should keep your shoes on. Number 5, no, orange juice does not need to be eaten with a spoon because there's chunky things in it. 6, I understand that you're hot, but you need to keep your shirt and pants on. Number 7, I'm not sure why you have to learn this, but you do, so pay attention. Number 8, butts do not belong on the table. Number 9, I understand that she was sitting too close to you, but that is not a reason to spit on her. Number 10, we cannot listen while our mouths are making noise. I said these. Number 11, no, you can't Google it to see if I'm right. Yeah. Number 12, hands to yourself, please. That's a good one. And number 13, you don't need an ice pack just because your hair hurts. Next, number 14, no, I'm not too old to know what rap music is. Number 14, just because she looked at you does not give you a reason to stomp on her toe. And last but not least, you cannot hide Play-Doh in your pocket. Okay, so those are things I legit said. And then I wanted to share with you answers I got to a math question. So the good teacher that I am, which I was really proud, I was doing a math lesson, man. I had the board up, I had everything. So here was the question. Here's what I said. And I drew this. If a family is in the woods camping and they set up 10 tents, so I drew 10 tents. The wind blows 2 of them away. How many tents are left? every hand, they're sitting on the carpet, every hand goes up. I said, okay, I'm going to go around the circle and every one of you can tell me your answer. Remember, the question was, there were 10 tents, 2 blew away. How many tents are left? Okay. Okay. Why do they need so many tents? Well, I don't know. Number 2, child. Well, we have a camper. We wouldn't need tents. Number 3, bears can push tents down. Are you sure it was the wind? Number 4, I had bacon when I went camping. Number 5, I don't like camping. There's dirt. Number 6, I got my fingernails painted last night. Number 7, tomorrow's my birthday. Number 8, can I show you my new hair bow? Number 9, I like your shoes. Number 10, do chickens like to go camping? That one, in his defense, we did just read a book about chickens, so maybe that was on his. Okay, do chickens like to go camping? Number 11, well, we have chickens. Number 12, the answer is 8. Number 13, no, the answer is not 8, it's 6. You got to count. Number 14, what's for lunch? And number 15, can I go lay on the couch? And number 16, well, the answer is 4. So that, oh, somebody got one right? Somebody got it right. But it's just, I'm telling you, everybody should spend a day in kindergarten with these kids because it's so fun. So I did get a chance to be creative, obviously. That's sort of a crafty thing, trying to get them to focus. By the end of the 2 days, it was, I say apple, you say pie, apple, pie, and they'd sit. I got that going. Yeah, so it was fun. It was funny, and they love the craft that I brought. I'm hoping one of these days they let me sub either in the music room or in the art room. That would be fun. I would like that. I'm not sure how good I'd be at music. I mean, I'd probably just sing songs. I wouldn't be able to play the piano or anything. I can play Doe a Deer. Maybe you could sing that. All right, I'm going to let you go. I got things to catch up on before I head back to my daughter at the hospital to see if I have a grandson yet. So thank you all for spending time with me. I hope I gave you a little bit to laugh, a little bit to look forward to, a little bit to smile about. I do appreciate your time. So if you like the video, please give me a like, give me a thumbs up, give me a share, give me a subscribe, all of that fun stuff. Tell people about the channel. I think there's going to be a lot of people that would like the variety we have. Spring is coming. We've got gardening coming up. We've got planting and outdoor stuff and camping and nature crafts. We got a lot of stuff coming up. So join, share, smile, have a great day, and be creative. I'll talk to you next time. Bye, guys.